Noile Virtual Academy, we are back. One more problem. SAT, proficiency exam, ACT, whatever will be. In the sequence above, each term after the first term, 18, is 30 less than 4 times the preceding term. What is the sum of the units digits of the first 12 terms? And obviously, you know, 18 is your first one, right? 42 is your second one, and so on. How about finding you know, the rule and talking about the rule for the sequence? And what is the rule? Each term after the first term, 18, is 30 less than 4 times the preceding term. Okay? It seems to me that if I'm looking for, let's say, the end term, right? Which is somewhere down the road, a sub n, that will equal 30 less than 4 times the preceding term. If there's a preceding term, that will be a sub n minus 1, from which I will subtract the 30. Okay? Now, well, let's see if my rule is fine or I'm just making a mistake. 42 is my second one, right? This rule says that the second term, a sub 2, should be 4 times the previous term, a sub 1, which is 18, right? Minus 30. 4 times 18, 4 times 8 is 32, 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3, 72, right? I got 72 minus 30, and yes, indeed, this is 42, okay? Well, let's find the next term. Next term, which is my a sub 3, will be 4 times the previous term, 4 times 42, minus 30, right? Which equals what? 4 times 42. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 4 is 16. 168 minus 30, which equals 138. The question says, what is the sum of the units digits of the first 12 terms? And if you're looking here in your problem, first unit is 18, second unit is 2, third unit seems to be 8, right? So I know the next unit is going to be 8. Let's check the next one. And I can see what the next one is by noticing that, you know, the subtraction of this 30 is not going to change in any ways my last digit for any number in my sequence. Basically, taking 0 away from whatever the last digit is, like in this case was 8, here was a 2, is not changing it, so I can ignore that term. Okay? So if I'm going for a sub 4, I will have 4 times 138, right? 138. And it seems to me that I can really ignore the first 2 digits, because the last digit of my number, whatever that number will be, from which I will have to subtract 30, the last digit will always be given by the product of 4 times the last digit. 4 times 8 is going to be 32, last digit is going to be 2. Now if I'm going with a sub 5, I will also have 4 times whatever number that will end in 2, right? Because this was my previous term. 4 times 2, whatever this number will be, its last digit is going to be 8. And it seems to me that my sequence, right? My sequence will have an 8 and a 2, an 8 and a 2, an 8 and a 2, and so on. I'm going how far? I'm going to the 12th term. Okay? And what you guys notice? The first term is an 8. The third one is also an 8. That's the third one. The fourth one is going to be a 2. Fifth one an 8. And it seems to me that, you know, every 2 numbers here will end up by being A2, A2, with the first one 8, the next one 2. And if I will have to add them, 8 plus 2 will give me what? Will give me 10. But all I care is about And well, obviously all I care is about the sum of these digits, right? What is the sum of the units digits of the first 12 terms? I've got 12 numbers here, right? Which will make how many pairs of 8, 2, 8 plus 2, 8 plus 2? Well, just divide that 12 by 2 will give me 6 pairs, right? And because I have 6 pairs of 8 plus 2, it means I have 6 times 10, and that gives me the sum of the units digits of my first 12 terms, which obviously is going to be 60. Alright? And this is the answer to this problem. I hope it makes sense. I hope you guys understand what happens here. Remember what we said? Because I'm subtracting 0 from whatever last digit will be from this product 4 times the previous term, I can ignore that minus 30. And now looking at, you know, the last 2 digits, which are always here, there will be a sequence of 8, 2, 8, 2, 8, 2, 8, 2. That's the pattern, right? And if I'm adding, you know, 8 plus 2 gives me 10. The next 8 plus 2 will also give me 10. And I got 6 pairs of that, which obviously makes 60. And this is how you solve this problem. Questions? Thank you.